Hey allihopa, welcome. Welcome. We'll do this in English. Victor's Swedish at this point is not what it will be in a few months. I am absolutely sure. We'll today, first of all, thank you for all being here on this historic day. Many of you we have seen in Café Opera just a few weeks back. This is another historic moment, and this is the official close of the deal between Saab and General Motors that just happened a few minutes back. We will have a little bit of a pressed time schedule, unfortunately, but we will be here to answer your questions. I'll hand over soon to Jan-Åke Jonsson, the CEO of Saab, and Victor Muller, the CEO and President of Spyker Cars. We'll have some short statements. We'll open up for a short Q&A, and then we'll have some possibility for some interaction with all of you. So we try to facilitate as much as we can, but around 18:25 we need to be out of here. So with that, I would like to hand over to Jan-Åke.
All right, thank you, Eric. First of all, welcome. This is, of course, a happy day for everybody who has a soft spot for Saab in their heart, and that includes, of course, not only myself, but also, of course, our employees, our dealers, our suppliers, our customers, and everybody else that are fans of Saab. It's a big community, as you know. This afternoon we have completed the deal between Spyker and General Motors, and that was concluded this afternoon. And in conjunction with that, we have also signed the loan agreement with the European Investment Bank that also has the state guarantee from the Swedish government managed through the National Debt Office. So the complete package was signed this afternoon. Lots of papers, lots of signatures, as you can imagine, so it took a little bit of time. But that's the complexity of the business that we're actually in. We, of course, at Saab are extremely happy that we have been able to conclude this transaction and created a very important future for Saab. We're looking forward to, you can say, restart the business in terms of not only the manufacturing side, but complete a lot of the development projects we have, but also, of course, more importantly, to enjoy developing the Saab brand into the unique position that Saab has always had. We will, of course, in the next couple of days, focus on how we're going to run the business going forward. As you can imagine, a lot of preparation work has already been done, but now we need to start executing. One of the most important things is, of course, to get the production going, to get the sales channels working, to also complete the development, in particular of the new 9.5 that is just around the corner, but also the 9.4X as well as the 9.5 wagon that is not too far into the future. But one important aspect is, of course, for us to develop Saab into an independent organization, to an independent company, and gradually over the next couple of months take over the responsibilities that has been residing with General Motors. And that will be a challenging task, but something that we very much look forward to. And that will mean also, as we focus our activities to Sweden and Trollhättan, not only development, but of course also manufacturing and the sales organization, I think it will be a change that we are all going to enjoy and presents a lot of opportunities for us going forward. I would end before I hand over to Victor here by, of course, inviting everybody to come to Geneva next week, which is, I would say, a very important auto show, not only for you, but also for us, where we'll all get together, and at that time I hope we can provide you a little bit more details compared to what we can do in this short press conference. So with that, I'll hand it over to Victor.
Thank you very much. Well, thank you for coming in such great numbers. Today was an interesting day because it was a very technical day. I mentioned to somebody who it was actually quite boring. There's just so much paperwork that a transaction like this entails. But it is the start of a new era for Spyker, a new era for Saab Spyker, and particularly a new era for Saab. It's hard to imagine that it's almost to the day, 3 months ago, that Jonake and myself met for the first time in Detroit, and we were very close to putting in our first bid, and we've seen a very rough ride since then to come to the point where we are today, that we have actually bought Saab, and Saab is now saved. And I'm very, very proud of all those that have worked so hard in the past 3 months, and actually this process started, of course, 15 months ago. So at Saab's side, people worked for 15 months to make this happen. We're the newcomers. We only did it in 3 months. But I can assure you that what we managed to do in 3 months was a humongous task. But we did it, and we got the support of the Swedish government, we got the support of EIB, and mainly we got the support of the dealer body and all these customers, these wonderful customers that rallied throughout the world, making a statement that Saab was worth saving. And it was extraordinary to see what passion lies beneath the surface of those who have driven Saab. And I can only say that I hope that all those that have, in the meantime, decided that Saab was perhaps not the car of their choice anymore, that they will flock back in big numbers and start buying Saabs again, because without customers, there will be no business. We're very confident that that will happen. There is going to be a new organization. Saab's management is excellent, and we're definitely going to leave everyone in place there. There are going to be some reinforcements, I'm sure, over time to strengthen Saab now that it's becoming an independent company, independent from General Motors, so no more lifelines to a big conglomerate, and that is a very important step. It will become much more entrepreneurial. It will become a company that has to stand on its own legs, and a company that has to determine its own future. The business objectives of the first 100 days are going to be to put this business plan that has been talked about so much in motion, to actually start building cars again, to revamp the energy in the dealer body, to demonstrate to the market that we're for real, that we will be there, that we're here to stay, and that we're coming out with incredible products. No less than 3 new products in the next 16 months. The new 9.5, the new 9.4X, the 9.5 station wagon, which is coming out early next year. And that is astounding. That's just the beginning, because we will see more product, exciting product, Saabs, as I call them, coming from Trollhättan. And we're extremely keen to develop those and to regain the market share that Saab lost over the last years. I would very much like to thank, particularly the Swedes. The Swedes have stood by Saab in amazing numbers. And I'm very proud that they did, because this was a company worth saving. And it has actually happened. It is a small miracle. And I think that the Swedes have something to be very proud of. They have saved their own icon. The company is here to stay. They must have saved somewhere in the order of 10,000 jobs. But they stood by each other, and they stood by Saab. And I'm really grateful for that. And I think that I'm even more grateful if you all buy Saab, of course, but that's a different story. Anyway, I would like to leave it at that, and we'll be glad to take your questions from here.